So I can look for it, but honestly, I can't find the direction. Anybody want to take me there? I'll take you there. What corner? We are on the corner of Hudson and Christopher. Hudson Street and Christopher Street. Helen's gonna get me there. You gonna take me to Helen back? Let's do it. Let's do this. Anyone from New York, get me there on your Google. If I go this way, I'll be on Hudson Street going that direction. So why don't I cross over just to get started and give you some idea of where I'm at and where we're going. Anointed, Julie J, Chufa. So now I'm walking down Hudson toward downtown. Miss Sophia for the follow. Tormed, Mindfully, John. We are in the West Village, Greenwich Village in New York City. And this looks like, what is this, an auditorium? Looks like it was a school. Da, 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 da. Garciara. Oh, Gerard Ciara. So this is Hudson. And now we're crossing Grove Street. I think it's right here, right? I think I'm going to take a left here on Grove Street. I feel like... Hold on a second. I feel like we've been here before. I think it's the very next block, right? Hold on or it's maybe one more block. We're on the cross street of Grove and Hudson. We're crossing Grove Street right now. I'm on to something, right? Might be oh no, that's it right there, I think. Hold on a second. It's called Bedford Street? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I think I got it. Thank you guys so much for getting me over here. I think this is it. Hold on. How many steps today? It's on the corner of Hudson and Christopher. We're pretty close. Hold on a second. That was Hudson. And we were just on the corner of Hudson and Christopher. I think it's on a smaller street. Am I on Grove? Yes, we're on Grove Street. Does that make sense? So we're on Hudson and Grove. Look at these little houses. This is amazing. Amazing. In the city. Like right in the city of Manhattan, New York. Yeah, I can't imagine how much this must cost, right? And based on like how dusty it is and the old lace curtains, and it's kind of dirty, I will bet this probably got, if not the original owner, it's got an owner that's probably lived here for decades and decades and decades. Hold on a second. This is Grove Street. These four houses erected between 1825 and 1834 are typical of those built in New York in the early 19th century, preceding the increased use of the Greek revival forms. Their simplicity of design is typically enhanced by enriched doorways. The street was deeded to the city as Cosine Street in 1809, opened as Columbia Street in 1811, renamed in 1813 in the memory of Lieutenant Burrows, naval hero of the War of 1812, and given its present name. Yo, that's crazy. In 1829. Yo, that's crazy. So they might even just be museum homes. I love the wooden, what do they call them? Clapboard, the wooden shutters. Is that the word? These are awesome. Look at the door handle. It's like a hand that you bang on it. You pick it up and slam it. And that's not at 10 o'clock at night. I don't want to. If somebody does live here, I'm not going to blow their night. But that's pretty amazing. I don't know how I read that whole sign because it's in English and I usually don't read a lot. Yo, do. I won't. But it's pretty amazing. There's a Greenpeace sticker on there. Yo, remember Greenpeace from like the 80s? I don't know if they're still around. I assume they're not still around. Board something. Yeah, the ceiling's got like water damage in there. Yeah, I bet these are still owned by some of the original. Yo, that's crazy. Be vegan. Bravo. Grove Court. Yo, this is dope. This is crazy. This kind of reminds me of when we were in Edinburgh last month, right? Late at night. Trying to find... Oh, they're film shooting a movie called Gary the Dog. Or a TV show called Gary the Dog. Tuesday the 20th. Oh, that's tomorrow morning. So something here called Gary the Dog. Maybe it's an episode of a TV show. Often it would be like Law and Order. Yeah, we have walked all over New York City today. They film a lot of Law and Order in these fancier neighborhoods. It's funny when I work with people. I work with a lot of waiters. And they're all like beautiful young men and young women. Waiters and busboys and stuff, and they're all out of work actors and models. You know, they're just waiting for their next gig. It's not like they're unemployed. They're just waiting for... And you can ask them, hey, did you do Law and Order? Everyone's like, how did you know? It's because every actor in New York City has done Law and Order. It's just what you do. Is this the building? Yeah, are there ghosts? I bet there are ghosts in those. Is this the Friends place? As Marty, I don't know if Marty's been live today, all day, in fact. Dubai, yes, this is the States. So this is the Friends house, right? The Gothic door in Edinburgh. Yeah, man, Edinburgh was dope. Was so cool. Hey, Lynn Harrison, what's up? I'm doing quite well today. It's been a good day. It's been an enjoyable day. We had some cool live streams in the morning. And now, oh, look at the upstairs. They're tearing out the interior. You see that? They've taken out the walls. Now it's just down to the framework in there. Wonder. Thank you guys for the follows. If you haven't followed yet, hit that follow button and follow the channel. You'll get notified when we're on the air. We're on the air all the time. That's the Friends house, right? Cool. Wouldn't you like to get away? That one? The Friends house. Everybody knows your name. Cool. Google it. Says Gary the Dog. What does that say? There's an upcoming Netflix series that brings heart, humor, and sportsmanship. Oh, dope. So I guess they're filming some of that here tomorrow. Grove and Bedford. And this district is called Greenwich Village Historic District, yeah. Yeah, and the people are checking it out. So this would have been where the apartment was. Sick, right on. Wouldn't you like to get away where everybody knows your name? Should go in there and I should tell them, yo, I know Denzel Washington, yo. I might be an extra in that one movie. I don't know. Bro, that's Cheers. Where everybody knows your name. Oh, man. And they're always glad. That's not the Friends song? There was a memorial here when Matthew... recently. Cheers. I'll be there for you. Oh, that's Friends, huh? Da-da-da-da-da. I'll be there for you. That's the Cheers song? No, that's the Friends song. I've heard that song. I'll be there for you. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, that. Okay, so that's the Friends house on the corner of Grove and Bedford, y'all. And if you haven't followed the channel, follow the channel. If you're not used to seeing us, if you don't see us all the time, Keo Sakamoto, what's up? I pivoted. I'm like, I'm like the vice presidential candidate. What's that guy's name? That's really creepy dude that wears the eyeliner, pivoting all the time. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, JD Vance. So no one told you life was gonna be this way. Yo, what's up? I don't think I know that song. Found the map. You were looking at Bedford in Brooklyn. Yo, that's actually, it's funny that you say that. That's the street. I live just off Bedford now, my new apartment. In Bedford-Stuyvesant in Brooklyn. It's weird. It's weird to be in Brooklyn. I'm not madly in love with it. Cheers. Don't you think it's too early for a beer? I remember Cheers. I remember Shelley Long. When I was 10 years old, I had a crush on her. Of course, everybody did. When I was Hey, yo, what's up? How you doing, Keo Sakamoto? Did I press the button? Welcome. Welcome to the show. I didn't realize that I had pressed the button and invited people in, but I'm glad that I did. What's up? Nice to meet you, Keo. You can, if you want to, we can talk. If you would prefer, we can just let you go. You in Shoreditch. Oh, I was in Shoreditch in London, yeah. This looks like Shoreditch, doesn't it? Yeah, but now we're back in New York City. What's up, Vanda Man? Going down the road. Kenny Dog, what's up? Keo Sakamoto, always nice to see you. Always wonderful to have you in the chat. Yo, Kenny Dog, we are back in New York City on Bedford and Commerce Street. We just saw the friend's house. Keo's in the box, right? I don't know how you got there. You're certainly welcome. I guess I must have pressed the button, but
yeah, I'm in the box.
You're in the box, huh?
Chris,
Yeah. What's up, Keo Sakamoto? You're in the box. You ever watch the shows on TikTok where they're like, get in the box, man. Get in the box. We don't never do that, but welcome. You're one of the first people to ever be in the box. I guess I just hit the button. Well, it's nice to talk to you. You were walking around. Well, you've been watching the show. You've been in the room for a few minutes, right? You know where we're at. Keo's in the box. Oh, now they're gone. Keo, thank you so much for coming, Keo Sakamoto. You are awesome. You're awesome for doing that. Sorry, guys, if I ever accidentally hit the button, I didn't realize I did that. So apologies in advance. Amy in Wonderland for the follow. Justin Christopher's mom, what's up? Micah for the follow. Where am I going, Keo Sakamoto? We're just walking down the street. Thanks for coming. I didn't mean to bother you. I just hit the button with one of my dumb fat fingers. I got 10 of them too, so I got to watch them all the time, make sure they're not acting crazy. Jay Africano from Aruba, Seltzer Dial. Yeah, nice to hear Keo's voice, right? That's pretty dope, actually. I was thinking that too. I was thinking the same thing. Dottie Snow for the share. Buttered Toast, you're laughing along with me. I know, I was a little uncomfortable. I felt like kind of embarrassed, like, oops, I kind of blew it. So we are in Greenwich Village right now. There's Bleecker Street Pizza right over there. Looking good, JJ Africano. Looking good. Oh, that was that Chico and the Man? Oh, looking good. You guys remember that TV show, Chico and the Man? It's all good. Kenny Dog, what's up? Thanks, Kale. Do image 596 in the box. You requested them by accident in Scotland. Oh, is that right? How about oh, you know what? I remember that. But yeah, if I do accidentally hit you guys and your name comes up, you're welcome. You're welcome to get in the box. Ross Nathan Tallahassee, what's up? You guys remember Chico and the Man? Oh, yes, they will for Chico and the Man. A TV show from the 70s. And the theme song was, God, what was his name? Jose Feliciano. Keo Sakamoto, I love you. You were in the box in Paris, Layla Ziggy? Oh my gosh, I'm so ridiculous. There's Bleecker Street Pizza, which is actually pretty good. It's a small box. It's a small world, and it's an even bigger box. And then John's of Bleecker Street is right around here somewhere. John's Pizza, I can't remember. Chico and the Man, you remember that? I loved that show when I was a kid. I still remember that. And it had that guy, Eddie Albert, was like the man, the cranky old man, and Chico was the, there's John's, was the employee. For people who don't know, what was that guy's name? The comedian who played Chico. He was hilarious, and actually he was very well known in the 80s and 70s. But his, yeah, Miss Brown, what's up? Corn for the share. Maximus Freeman, we are not in Soho tonight. We're actually in the West Village. And Freddie Prinze, yeah. And his son actually was wildly famous in the 90s and in the 2000s, right? Yo, 100,000 likes. Thank you guys so much. Like if I said Freddie Prinze, anybody would think of Freddie Prinze Jr. I mean, unless you're like in your 50s and 60s like me, then you would think Freddie Prinze, Chico from Chico and the Man. Looking good. Yeah, Freddie Prinze Jr. His father was a comedian and an actor, and he was incredible. And Freddie Prinze Jr. married Sarah Michelle Gellar. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, this place is dope. John's of Bleecker Street. You remember that show, Kathy? And Chico was like always working on cars, like fixing the tires or whatever. His job was to like fix the cars, but he was always trying to find a way to be lazy and get out of work. Chico and the Man. I wonder what's going on. Hold on a second. Let me check. No, I'm back. There's this kind of weird effect happening to my phone. The old guy would say, "I'm coming, Elizabeth." No, that was Sanford and Son, right? The guys that lived in the junkyard, and the son's name was Lamont. That show was dope. I used to love that. Red Fox was the old man, and Lamont was the son. I'm coming, Elizabeth. I'm coming. And then the cranky aunt would come by. I think it was an aunt, right? Or maybe it was just a friend. His late wife's friend. I don't think it was an aunt. Maybe it was just a friend. Jefferson's was dope, yeah. Grady. Oh my God, Grady. I haven't thought about Grady forever. Man, that actor, I think I remember seeing him in some different movies too. And Red Fox, of course. Hilarious freaking comedian. Carol Burnett, obviously, it was a sister-in-law. There's Tacombe on Bleecker. Tacombe is a chain now. There used to just be one in the theater district, and then they opened one like on 34th Street. They opened one on the Upper West Side. They opened this one. I sat down and ate in Tacombe one time. It was pretty good. WKRP in Cincinnati. Oh, Night Court. Absolutely. That show was cool too. Remember Mary Tyler Moore show? That was crazy. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? What song was that, man? It's killing me. It was, didn't have any words. Hill Street Blues, welcome back, Cotter. Oh my God. Oh, Mr. Cotter! Mr. Cotter! Oh. Talking about old TV shows, aren't we? Nuts Factory. Don't care. Mexican Square. Jamaican Ethiopian Empire Frontline Independence State Independence Day, September 16th. Yeah, yesterday we went to the Mexican Independence Parade. That was dope. That was really, really cool. But we kind of got a copyright strike on a couple of the songs that they were playing, as well as a copyright strike on the Catholic Mass music, because we went into the Mass and they started singing. Yes, we are going to take another trip. We're going to take a trip in November. Yo, check out this full moon. Dope. I don't know where we're going, but I do know that we have to go November 1st. Yeah, that was on YouTube. I put it up on YouTube and they were like, you got copyright problems, kid. And I was like, kid? Who are you calling kid? How awesome is that? I'll take it. Paris, we could do Paris again. Paris was amazing, but kind of expensive. I kind of want to go somewhere a lot cheaper so we can make the trip last longer. I would like to not come back to America ever again, if possible, but we'll see. That's going to require we would have to get a lot more success on the channel. Although we do get a lot of success on the channel because you guys are amazing. Yes, follow the channel. We're going to go places. We're going to take another travel in November. The last travel we did, we went to Paris, London, Portugal, Barcelona, and Edinburgh, Scotland. So if you were there, you know what I'm talking about. And we did the live streams. We did TikTok lives almost every single day, almost all day long. And it was super cool. Go to Scotland and get that dragon juice and that iron brew, right? Got to get the iron brew for the kids and the dragon soup for the grown-ups. Why would you like to not come back to the United States? Oh, I've just really, this whole political climate right now is just burning me out. I'm just, I'm just tired of it right now. I've been engaged in politics all my life, especially growing up in the Bay Area, San Francisco, very liberal, very progressive. Politics are always on the agenda. Think a lot about, what's the right way to have culture, what's the right way to do this, and it's just gotten so tedious these days, Have I been to Ireland? Yes. Great live intelligence empress, man. Oh, Nathan Selassie, man, thank you so much. And where? Bold and beauty, no. Burning us all up. It is. It's so stressful right now, man. Yeah, and I just really, really loved Portugal. I thought Portugal was the most amazing thing. I really, really loved going there. Going to the ocean. It was not nearly as expensive as New York City, right? Have I been on Cash Cab? I have not been on Cash Cab. But I was, New York's just tedious right now. But I don't know. If nothing else, my sublet is going to run out at the end of October. So it's a nice way to live. I've set myself up in this way where I have no choice but to move out, and the channel makes it really fun to go walk around different places. We know that we can be successful. Portugal was awesome because we've already done it. And I remember I was sitting in my Airbnbs that cost like $40-50 a night in London. And I would like calm down after doing the show for 8 or 10 hours, after doing these live streams. And a way that I would calm down is I would sit in my room and look for the Airbnb that I was going to stay in next week, try and find the cheapest possible one. And I would look for airfare and high-speed rail tickets and stuff. And I remember sitting there in my room where I was staying on this place called Brick Lane in London. And I found a ticket. Yeah, I was in Whitechapel, right? That was dope. Whitechapel was amazing. And you're in Northern Ireland right now. Oh, dope. And I got a ticket that night to go to Barcelona. And it was like 23 pounds. I was like, $23? Okay, I guess we're going to go to Barcelona next week. Yeah. So it can be done. And I've been living out of Airbnbs from time to time since, I don't know, for the last 10 years. Gene, what's up? Paddington Station, yeah, all those crazy stations and going all those train rides. Do I miss the family that I stayed with? Oh, on Abbey Road? Oh my God. So we stayed in a place on Abbey Road, and it was an illegal Airbnb. They weren't supposed to be renting out. Sagria Familia was awesome, yeah. Yeah, it's easier for a dude. I have a lot of experience traveling alone and staying in Airbnbs, so I know it's easy for me. Easy for me to say. But yeah, that place on Abbey Road was crazy. It was kind of I guess like government housing, and it was a small 3 or 4 bedroom apartment. I stayed there for 4 or 5 nights, and it was cheap. It was like $40 a night. But there was one bathroom. There was usually 9 or 10 people in the house, and it was like, dude, 9 or 10 people a night and one bathroom in this small apartment. It was just like, dude. Airbnb. I found it on Airbnb. Umar, I have not been to Asia. Hair looks good tonight. I know it's wacky, isn't it? It's crazy. It's like Christopher Walken. I have stayed in hostels. Yeah, Juan. I stayed in a hostel in Nashville one night. That was crazy. I stayed in a hostel on the Aran Islands one night. That was wild too. The Aran Islands are just off of the west coast of Ireland, and I took a ferry over there. And I stayed, and there was no rooms. There was no place to stay but this hostel. And I was like, oh man, I don't want to stay in a hostel. When I got there, everybody had just left. It was like the off season was beginning. So I had to go to the front desk and ring the bell, and somebody came over from the pub 2 blocks away, and they were like, yeah, what do you want? I said, well, I got a reservation here at the hostel. They were like, oh, pick any room you want. You can have them all. No one's staying in here. So I was like, dang. A hostel is like it's like a hotel where you might have a room with 6 beds in it, and it's supposed to be like fun, like college kids do it, and they tend to party all night long. So it's hard to get any sleep. It's almost like a party house, Yeah. Yeah, and I got the entire hostel. She was like, everybody's gone. The boat has already left. We're the only people on the Aran Islands except for the high school and the people over in that pub. And so do what you want. It was crazy. There are hostel rooms with 1 or 2 beds. Yeah, actually, when I was in Nashville, I went to a hostel and I got a room that had 6 beds in it, but I was the only one in it. And that was pretty dope. You got 1-bedroom hospitals. Would I go back again? Oh yeah, for sure, definitely. That place in Nashville was a trip. So this hostel that I stayed at in Nashville, if you guys have ever been there, you remember the Nashville explosion a few years ago? Could have couch surfed at your house. Yeah, I know, that's too bad. I would have. And I travel alone all the time. So Nashville had an explosion a couple years ago, and it was maybe a few years ago now, and it blew up an entire block of Nashville. The RV, yeah. So the hostel that I stayed at was on the other side of the block from that explosion, and it was like I stayed there, and then that happened like 3 weeks later. It was It was Christmas, yeah, and I was there in November or October. Haven't been to Bali. Yeah, it was really crazy. It was really crazy. I mean, it was crazy. I've never been to Bali, no. I've never been to Bali. Would love to go. I've never been to Italy, too. Yeah, Nashville. And Nashville was pretty cool. I thought it was fun. But it was also really empty. It was like COVID time. And COVID had just opened up a little bit. Like people were just allowed to go out. Like it wasn't, you weren't supposed to go out in public too much, and you're supposed to wear a mask. It was kind of at the end of COVID in 2001 or 2021. Kenny Dog, what's up? And when I went to Nashville that night, it was like a Friday or Saturday night, and I went down to that main drag. It was like COVID never happened. They were out there partying, country dancing, drinking bottles in the middle of the street, and nobody's wearing a mask. It was kind of awesome. It was kind of like, woo, just forget about everything for a while. Spain is great.
And the music is like sounds.
Hey, what's up, Joyful? Nashville's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. I thought it was pretty cool. It was one of those towns, though, if you're like me and I have to take public transit everywhere, there was just like one bus that went from the airport into the city, so it wasn't, I couldn't get around, you know? East 65. Lived in East Nashville for 14 years. Dang. Yeah, I'd like to get a car and go across the country again, but I don't know. Yeah, those cities, Jackie, I don't know. I can't speak about them. I'm not that well informed about it. From what I understand, those cities in the Middle West are kind of rough. Like I went to Memphis a couple months ago, and it was like I was surprised. Like I live in New York, and when I went to Memphis, I was like, dang, I ain't getting out of the car. This place is crazy. New Orleans, yeah, we got to go to New Orleans. Yeah, Memphis was, and that's how I thought about it the other day when we were looking at those Carhartt sweatshirts. I thought it might be cool to go around the country and hit every single Bass Pro Shop. That might be a fun channel to do, you know? Chef goes to every Bass Pro Shops in the country. Tulsa, Oklahoma. Yeah, those Middle West cities, you know, your St. Louis, your, those kind of Kansas City, anything along the Mississippi River, all those kind of places. Saludos de España. Could I do a Greyhound bus? I could. I'm not sure I'm ready to dedicate myself to being on a bus, though. I do not do buses. Maya, what's up? Maya from London. I don't know. Have you guys ever taken a long distance bus ride like a Greyhound? Yeah, it seems like it could be kind of rough, right? Route 66 would be amazing. My dad used to live just off of Route 66, like a couple blocks away. Have I been to London? Maya, yeah, we just did a few weeks. Yeah, Amtrak is great. We went to London for a couple weeks that we were there, and then we were there for about 10 days, and one of the viewers said, hey, love to have you here. Can you stay for another week? So we did. And then we went on to Paris after that. But London was amazing. Yeah, it was cool. And then a few weeks later, we came back to London. Route 66 would be dope, huh? Go through Arizona and California. The building that is behind, pretty amazing, huh? It looks like a big apartment house. Vancouver to Calgary. Wow, and this is like a halal stand, right? Yeah, Route 66 would be pretty dope, huh? Where did my dad live? What was the name of that town? Flagstaff? Flagstaff, is that the name of the town? It's right on, just off of Route 6. It goes right through town. Falstaff? Brianne, go see you in Arizona. I can't remember. Flagstaff, Arizona? Come to Sac, hang out with Kale, right? Yeah, Flagstaff. He lived in Flagstaff for a minute, and then they lived in Bullhead City, Arizona. Yo, if you've ever been to Bullhead City, Arizona, it's crazy. It's right on the river. It's across the river from Laughlin, Nevada, which is a big casino. It's a gigantic party town, and Bullhead City is very conservative, and a lot of retirement people live there, and it's hotter than last time I was there. It was 125 degrees. It was hotter than hell. One important place already been is in your heart. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I've never been to Grand Canyon either, but whatever you guys want to do, we got to figure something out. I cannot make a decision at all for the life of me. I'm just too busy these days to really sit down and think about it. All right, Clarice. Yeah, you know what? It's 10:32. I got to work early tomorrow morning, so maybe I'll get on the subway. I hate to call it off. Only 5% of the ocean is this. Yeah, isn't that fascinating? I would love to go in the ocean. That would be mind-blowing, right? Rebecca, what's up? And discover what's at the bottom of the ocean. I bet there's some crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. 8:20. Yeah, here it's 8:22. Oh, I thought it was 10:22. Whew. All right, later, Darth Vader. Yeah, I gotta get on a subway and commute back to Brooklyn. Normally, I could just walk home if I was still in Manhattan. It's weird. It's weird to be in Brooklyn, but it's fine. I'm on Minetta and Downing down here in the Greenwich Village. It's like the safest freaking part of town, but it's almost so safe I'm scared. Like I'm gonna get arrested. All right, Aaron, we'll see you. Zabracadabra, Stephen Taruso, Jackie M, Ross Nathan Selassie, thank you so much for coming tonight. Jasmine Sanchez, take a rip current, yeah. Riptide, yeah, go swimming in the ocean, yeah, exactly. Layla, Ziggy, you guys have a good night. I know it's late over there. It's probably 2 in the morning by now, right? Hope you guys have a good night. Diane and Serge Flowers, have a good night. You guys, if you haven't followed the channel yet, hit that follow button. Thank you for 111,000 likes tonight. Dang, that's a lot. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Cool to hang out with you guys. All right, I'm gonna punch out, and then I gotta work in the morning. But tomorrow night, I'll be on. We'll do something after. I don't know what. I think I get off at 2, so it'll be 3, 4 in the afternoon here. Thanks, guys. Hey, Rollo for the follow. Very last follower of the night. Beautiful. All right, you guys. 500 people. Got to say goodnight to you all. We'll see you tomorrow.